regards, Lauren Boebert's, Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert. Shooter's Grill, unfortunately, will be closing its door. The landlord has not renewed
my
their
bucket
lease.
list was getting diarrhea there and shitting into the bucket. That was it was going to be perfect.
Wait, will you tell me what Shooter's Grill is?
Oh, God.
Okay, all right, John.
I'm
Shooter's
so sorry
Grill,
if the listeners know.
Shooter's Grill. No, this is good. I'm glad you asked the question. There could be people out here who are not familiar, who have not frequented the establishment Shooter's Grill.
Such as my fans who I'll be bringing to the podcast.
Shooter's Grill is a bar and grill famous for three things. One, being owned by now member of Congress, Lauren Boebert, and her husband. Two, it is famous because it is in the town of Rifle, Colorado.
Oh,
and
the
gimmick at this bar and grill is that the wait staff open carries.
It's a restaurant with guns.
Yes.
Shooters, Hooters wasn't a mistake.
I love the wordplay there, but
I love a pun.
If you want a sort of a buxom lass to serve you chicken wings, but with a sort of holstered 9mm.
Yeah,
I think it's got to be.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's very restauranty. I've only seen a couple pictures, but yeah, I think those girls are changing into sweatpants at the end of the shift. Yeah. But the third thing it's famous for.
The third thing it is famous for is giving upwards of 80 people explosive blood-laced diarrhea because of an improperly stored pork sliders that were served at some sort of county or state fair that they catered.
Well, you know what they say, guns don't kill people, trichinosis kills people.
I was gonna say this is from the Colorado Sun. It says here, for years, downtown Rifle's restaurant scene was anchored by one of the only places in the United States you could order a cheeseburger from a server packing a 9mm pistol on her hip. The establishment, Shooter's Grill, was the brainchild of U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert. On Sunday, the Silt Republican officially closed the doors of her restaurant. "We are like a family," she said. "I would say Shooters for any employee was their life. We lived and breathed it every single day. They were part of this culture and brand we created in Rifle, and there was a lot of pride in that."
Any girl that worked for Shooters, it was their life. Here's some good pickies.
Oh wow.
John, how do you rate those babes on a scale of 1 to 10?
Dude, I can't even do it. I can't even fucking do it.
So, just more of the local culture of the United States just continues to evaporate.
So it didn't become a franchise. It's just one location.
Only one location.
It was her vision.
You had to go to Rifle.
Yeah.
So, the most dangerous bar and grill in America has shuttered its doors. The landlord will not. But Boebert was very clear in the article; they were not evicted. The landlord simply refused to renew the lease. But they could have bought the whole building. But these things are crazy. It's very hard to keep a restaurant open, especially now. And perhaps
she's got to focus. She's gonna be vice president soon, so she needs. You can't have distractions.
There's also, they're like a family, and I love to lay off my entire family.
She's got to go from giving people retail diarrhea to wholesale, nationwide diarrhea.
New FDA commissioner Lauren Boebert.
Well, don't you think? I mean, like, people talk about like polarization all the time, and look, like, there are some things that can't be solved, right? There are gaps that can't be bridged until certain generations die. But if everyone in America, if 350 million people all had diarrhea at the same time,
it would bring the country together sure.
Yeah. When was the last time everyone did anything together? Probably World War II.
I remember,
the MASH finale
in the 80s. Yeah. They did Hands Across America, but that was kind of pathetic. Just a bunch of assholes holding hands. If everyone was shitting their guts out at the same time, that would be a powerful collective experience.
Yeah. The compassion you would feel for your fellow man immediately because you knew that they were going through what you're going through.
3 o'clock on April 5th, we all know what we were doing.
It'll be our next 9/11.
We were all praying to our various gods.
The real version of Beat from Watchmen would do that. would make sure that everyone had diarrhea at the same time.
America, where were you when we were all pissing out of our assholes at the same time? Thanks because you're all sent COVID care packages of Shooters sliders, courtesy of Vice President Lauren Boebert. But no, she mentioned that this is a brand she created, and the brand was like family to her. But I'm thinking, you guys, there's the latest Supreme Court ruling, which basically means that you can conceal carry anywhere in the United States now, including New York City and Los Angeles. Gang, what if we take this branding idea of a gun-themed restaurant and open it up in places where, yeah? Would you get down on that, John? Would you invest in my gun-themed restaurant group?
Yeah, right on the border of Clinton Hill and Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
that's where I live. So
oh, there you go. I knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, but one we got it QR codes only. We do not want certain elements in our gun-themed restaurant.
So wait, it's a concealed carry restaurant.
And people would mix it up all the time and accidentally shoot the QR code.
Well, okay. Well, here's the interesting thing. Lauren Boebert's restaurant was an open carry restaurant where the babes, they'd have they'd have a sidearm, holstered, very obvious for everyone to see. But I think in our restaurant it will be a concealed carry restaurant, so it's sort of like an open question. There's sort of a tension in the air. Is my server armed? Do they have a handgun on them? Or some of them could just be open carrying like long guns, and have some sort of rifle or shotgun. But some could have, just like a little Derringer in a garter belt or something like that. Something sexy, a little bit different. But I think this concept has legs. And then also, instead of a QR code, you have to scan the QR code with a gun. You have to point a gun at your server to get a menu.
What could possibly go wrong? Yeah.
I think I have an idea. I mean, like, look, we all love shooters, right? We all love that
Obviously,
they have the gun out. Yeah, it's all our favorite restaurant. But the smut is like a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
what if we made an asexual version of shooters?
And it could be like one of those like ramen places where there's individual booths, so you never have to be around another person or look at anyone. So it's everyone with like it's the social anxiety. We could get together all of the people with mental illness and social anxiety so that they could eat soup with guns. I think that's a winner.
If you see anyone, they're wearing a boiler suit.
Or maybe, or just have like, options available for, there's asexual servers who are have a Colt 45 on them. And then there's, there's babes, there's hunks, like we could have like sort of a Chippendales thing, like, shirtless, sort of hunky guys, cocked and loaded, ready to go.
This feels like a Stefan bit that we're doing. Like, this is New York's new hottest club. Like,